Hey guys, we are back here for another video and we are giving you guys an update with this Portia and Simon soap opera. Well, y'all, things have really turned dark. Originally they were throwing little shots at each other and we was giggling, he. But y'all, it done got dark. Shots have been it's been some bad shots that's been fired to the point that I don't think it's that funny now. So it has gotten really serious with some of the things that have been stated on social media, and more so, on Simon's side. I mean, he said some pretty awful things. I get it. He's probably heartbroken, but baby, some of the things that he said about Portia, I would not agree with, and it really doesn't make him look good, especially in this divorce situation that they are going through. Now, in my last video, I had given you guys an update, and I pretty much was saying that, hey, Simon and Portia, they are going back and forth. Y'all know how it is, tit for tat, and that's pretty much what they were doing. But Simon has pretty much came back, and he said some pretty, I would say, concerning things, toward Portia. I don't agree with it. I think it's probably getting a little bit out of hand, especially with the name calling. Now I get it, if you guys want to take shots at one another, but it's getting a little dark here, and we're gonna jump into exactly what is going on, what is being stated, and more so, what is actually being said. But before we get into that, we are going to jump quickly into our intro and then we're going to come back to discuss.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
So, guys, before we get into this video, I do need to ask you to make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Now, if you already are subscribed to the channel, please make sure you enable your bell notification so you do not miss out on a video or when we go live. Now, guys, as I originally stated, things with Portia Williams and Simon Guobadia has gotten as dark as we have saw it. So we know that they were going back and forth on social media, but it has downright become disrespectful. And I'm going to get into exactly what is going on between the two of them. I have updated you guys with videos pretty much daily about everything that is transpiring. So, what I'm going to get into is what happened last and what that was followed up with and where they are today with basically talking about the disrespect and some of the things that has transpired in the last few hours just right here on social media. So we're going to get into some of those receipts and talk about what has happened here with Portia Williams and Simon Guobadia. Okay, guys, so I'm just rehashing a little bit of this because this is going to lead up to my final point. So, in my last video or last few videos, I don't recall which video it was. You guys feel free to go back and check it out. But there was a video that I did in which Simon had said, would you rather cry in a Rolls Royce or in a Honda Civic? Then, he went to his Instagram and put on there Proverbs 26 Amplified Bible, like a dog that returns to his vomit is a fool who repeats his foolishness never again. So basically, it seems like he was feeling like, look, I keep making the same mistake, which I mean, he was in a marriage with Fallon. They didn't work out. He quickly married Portia. So maybe there's some self healing that he needs to do because you it's not just happening to you. It is something that you need to heal from because now you're divorced again. And more so, maybe it's some internal healing that you need to do. But at the end of the day, Simon is not totally innocent because, guys, if you recall, the prenuptial agreement is something that he had drafted. Now, I'm not saying that Porsha is not trying to scam him because it does seem like she's pulling a fast one, but I would think with all of his experience that he would have made a better decision. I don't know. Maybe he's a person with a big heart. I don't know. But there are women out here that will try to scam you, just like there are men out here that will try to scam you. Well, get this, guys. We know that Portia had responded to him and said, valid green card or debt free, Simon. So she's basically saying, why you saying, would you rather cry homeless in a Rolls Royce or in a Honda Civic? She says, valid green card or debt free. So she's basically saying, like, man, you're not valid, you don't have a green card, and you got a whole lot of debt. That is what she's saying, because in my previous video, I kind of talked about that. Well, y'all, this is where it gets ugly because it has went from 2 to 10 real fast. And it seems like Simon is extremely hurt because, y'all, when I tell y'all what he said about Portia, I was like, damn. So let's get into what Simon said in response to Portia's valid green card or debt free. So Simon responds to Portia's message, and this is where I say it is really, really gotten below the belt. Portia threw shade, but I mean, he definitely went below the belt. So let's get into what Simon had to say in response to Portia's message. So Simon the message is an insult, actually. So what Simon says is debt builds wealth. Poor credit destroys wealth. Which would your rather have? I think he means which would you rather have? So listen to what he says, guys. Simon's response to Portia: a pig, y'all heard me, a pig, P-I-G, with lipstick does not make one beautiful. He said a pig with lipstick does not make one beautiful, because when the lipstick fades, all you see is what it always was, a pig. Teachable moments, knowledge is power, ignorant is not bliss. So, this is what I want to talk about, guys. It seems like Simon is airing out maybe what he felt about Portia all along. People have stated that they both were opportunists. Now, you guys, there is a video of Fallon saying that Simon has always said disparaging things about Portia, and she said that she was so surprised that he had hooked up with her because he would say some very, very nasty things about Portia. So, y'all, this to me, this is like crazy. Like, this is a clear indication that this man is definitely really, really taking this hard, because you can tell that his feelings is involved, because if his feelings were not involved, he would not be responding like this, like to say a pig with lipstick on. So if you thought this lady looked like a pig, I mean, unless you like pigs, you did marry her. So make it make sense. So, y'all, this is really looking dark, and it is like definitely hitting below the belt. And we can see that, Simon is really, really in his feelings, because to call a lady that you married, that from what we can see on social media, it seems you liked her, but now you're saying she ugly and that she's a pig with lipstick on. I am so very confused, because this is someone that you married. So if you thought that she was a pig with lipstick on, now unless you like the pig with the lipstick look, I'm just not understanding. And again, it brings me back to when Fallon said that Simon would say very disparaging things about Portia, and she was shocked to find out that they were even, messing around, because And it just brought me back to that point because a pig with lipstick on, that's something that you've been said, honey. Because how, what? So y'all let me know what y'all think. Again, I think that this is becoming extremely dark. To me, I think it's becoming extremely dark and it's just looking a little crazy right now. And it is a true indication that this man is hurt. He is struggling because a pig with lipstick on. All right, y'all let me know what y'all think. And as always, guys, make sure you are subscribed to the channel so you can continue to get your updates. And if you have not, make sure you enable your bell notification so you can continue to get notified when I go live or when I upload for stories like this and more.